Yo, we live. Welcome to another halftime here in space. I'm your host, Chris Connor. What's happening? What's good? What's good? Let's talk about halftime. Let's talk about the Pelicans here. Up 20 points to 68-48. Sixers without Joel Embiid. Of course, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Even if you're a sicko and you watch this after the halftime, like after the game, if you go back like tomorrow and watch it, we support it. Get in the comments, ask your questions. But yeah, Pelicans up 20. What up, bro? Yeah, I mean, really efficient half, man. Like the team shot almost 60% from the field, man. I mean, I don't really have much for you, no Embiid. So Philly's been trying to manufacture offense the best that they can. Maxi's been inefficient, and welcoming back CJ has been a plus. He didn't look rusty at all. He fit right in. Thoughts on Jose injury? Do I think it's serious? No. I mean, I think it's something he's gonna have to manage with. It's clear he's having an issue with that ankle. He keeps having some type of issue with it, spraining it. That entire, like the foot, and even dating back to last season. I wouldn't say it's serious, but I think they'd be smart to be on the cautionary side with him. But I think he'd be all right. The amount of 3-point plays, Hawkins? That's a good. I mean, that's just him just not having the weight yet, man. Teams are, they're gonna attack him on that side, not for the lack of him trying and not for skill or IQ. He weighs 180 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So teams are gonna continue to go after him and find ways to manipulate him. He defends with his hands a little bit, sometimes too often. And I mean, it's rookie shit. It's what happens. But good comment. Is it? Yep, same ankle, bro. Same ankle. So let's talk about it, man. BI free throw line got to the line 5 times. Only took 4 shots. Really, kind of been letting the game come to him and making the most of it. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Zion 7 for 7, 16, 5 and 4. The one thing you notice with CJ back on the floor is that they're not working as hard. They're not working as hard for offense. Zion and Brandon are just walking into like lanes and buckets. It is what it is. And it makes life easier for everybody. Look at Jonas, 12 points, 5 rebounds. If you're going to leave CJ open, even in his first game back, it kind of is what it is. You think Zion rebounding is better, or the bounce is just going? I think the rebounds were going his way. I think he had a couple possessions, but there were a few that just like the first guy missed the rebound, he wouldn't got it, or the ball just landed, in his possession. But I still think Zion had a really good first half. He had 4 assists in the first quarter, so I mean he didn't look horrible defensively necessarily. So, shout out to him. Jose did go out with the ankle injury, but I think he'll be all right. Got some Cody Zeller minutes there, 6 minutes. I didn't see Larry Nance on the bench at all, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, man, up 20, taking care of business, dog. Taking care of business. And this is, if y'all watch my show about December, this is what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to take advantage of these kind of matchups or these kind of talents, and they're gonna have to find ways to be motivated, not just at home, but on the road against inferior, talented teams. And playing the Sixers without Embiid is a good starting point, That's crazy, bro. I can't say. I'm gonna call you CB, bro. CB, appreciate you, dog. Larry's sick? Okay. Chad said this, man. Definitely. I mean, but look, I mean, part of that is, again, I think welcoming back CJ, they're able to put Jonas damn near in the center of the paint. Even if you put Zion at the wing, it's less attention. You got to play him. You got to respect CJ from 30 feet. Brandon's walking into different looks, and then you got Herb in the corner who's, shooting okay. It's tough. It's tough for defenses to have to play with, especially without their best player. Chris, my old lady is not a Pelicans fan. Should I leave her? Look. So I like this question, Cal. I don't get into people's like relationships necessarily, but I say this. I'm gonna answer the question like this. My girl from Chicago, born and raised, Bulls fan, okay, West Side. west side of Chicago. She migrated to a Pelicans fan. I ain't even ask her. She did it on her own. She could have stayed a Bulls fan if she wanted to. She a Pelicans fan now. I don't know your situation. I don't know where you live. I don't know the circumstance. I'm just saying. I hope that answers your question, dog. Yeah. Rob, this is a good comment, dog. But I struggle with these things, bro, because I always look at it like it's like in life, bro. Like there's probably something you could have did 3 years ago that would have that if you did it, it would have stopped something that happened for you a year later or 2 years later. Of course, Kyra was the wrong pick, but think about it. If you get Tyrese, do you rather, do you end up getting like Trey Murphy's not on this team, for example, more than likely? I'm not saying Trey Murphy's the better overall player, but I'm just giving an example. What are you willing to sacrifice to get Tyrese Maxey? And how does that help or hinder some of the other guys? You get Tyrese Maxey, you're not getting CJ McCollum. Tyrese was definitely the pick, and that's not the only miss that this franchise has, especially in the lottery. But I don't really, while that was obviously like the pick, you know what I mean? And there were others that maybe could have fell to the Pelicans or they could have drafted. For some folks, Dyson is the one, but they don't like it. Just kind of is what it is. You get Tyrese, there's somebody else you don't get. Maybe you don't get hurt. Maybe you don't get you're not guaranteed to have the other array of guys that you have if you pick Tyrese. So while you right, who knows what that changes to where they are now. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, yeah, man. If y'all want any relationship advice, I got y'all, man. I'm kind of, I'm good at these things. I'm kind of, I'm balanced. I'm well grounded with, I ain't judgmental. Kind of try to understand both equations. Been doing this for a little bit, so if y'all need me, hey man, I'm here. Not every franchise hits on picks compared to others that our drafting hasn't been noticeably bad. I'd have to go through everyone else. That's another thing. I have to sit down and look at other teams before I really tell you how good or bad the Pelicans have been. I mean, but they got a lot of important players that turn out to be pretty good over the past 3 years that have been drafted or undrafted signings. So I mean, they definitely got a few ugly misses, but you have to tell me the teams that don't. A lot of them do. Like, what if we kept shout out to my dog Kai, man. Like we say, so we got a thing on Twitter where we say wrong kid. Like it was the Pelicans should have kept Nall instead of Jax. And I talk about this all the time. I'm not saying, again, I don't know what changes if Nall ends up staying, but that's like one of those things I always go back to at the time. I was telling people, don't fall for the Jax Kool-Aid. And everybody did. Now you got Patrick Beverly on his podcast upset because Chad Ochocinco went and dapped up Jax before him when they were in the same room together or whatever. But whatever. Oh, Justin placing us in the West. Justin did that? Oh, man. You know how Justin get, man. Extremes. I mean, like, he ain't gonna say nothing about Cody Zeller's play tonight. I tell you that. But you know Justin. He, when things going well, he all the way up here. And when they not playing as well, if the team is terrible, trade everybody, get rid of it, that's just Justin for you, man. Highs and lows. I be trying to keep him balanced. That's my role in Justin's life, to keep him balanced. He too much up here. Lala know what I'm talking about. Too much up here, too much here. My job is to keep Justin here. And I do a good job of it, but I can't, I'm not around him 24/7. I can't chaperone him to make sure he's making all the right decisions. When he calls me, I help him out. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Be a positive role model, dog. Enterprise, what up? We really need a backup big. I agree. And whether it's a backup center or they move in a different situation from Jonas, I can guarantee you, this is another reason why this December is so important, y'all. If they take care of business, we could really, really, really work towards making around the edge moves. For the first time in a long time, the Pelicans can be at the deadline trying to make moves and put the finishing pieces around a contending team versus making up for injuries, versus trying to make large splashes, whatever the case. They could find, if they can get, they're healthy. they're about to be healthy. Trade back any day now. Matt Ryan be back any day. If they could stay healthy and they could take care of this December schedule, they could finally be looking to make moves at the deadline towards being a contending team and not trying to make up for something that's missing on the, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody is hurt or something that's unforeseen. There you go. Say, Rob. Hold on. Nah, what, Rob? Say, Kyle. Here you go. Y'all know that Shannon me? That what he do, huh? Any decent bigs out there? I mean, there's some people you could call. It depends on, like, you go find a losing team. It depends on who you think is decent. You calling Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you calling Washington. Daniel Gafford will be awesome. Daniel Gafford will be amazing. I'm sure he's gettable. Why not? Shane, you gonna be on the post game show tonight? What up, bro? Probably. I think I plan on being out, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how the rest of the night goes. What else we got? We about to close out here shortly, y'all. I'm so shocked to see Jose on the bench. I thought that, man, look, if CJ if Jonas got a limp, out there. Why I say Jonas? If Jose got a limp back on the floor, like we've seen it in playoff series, bro, he gonna fight through it. He ain't soft, man. So good to see he, you know what I mean? Yeah, Gafford would be my my target. That would be the perfect kind of guy. He doesn't stretch the floor. If you want a floor stretcher, then you gotta look somewhere else. But he'd be the type of dude I'd be interested in. All right, y'all. We running out of time, man. We got 5 minutes. What else we got? Do we really want to trade a big that can't score? I'm not saying that Jonas would be in that the deal. I have to look at the numbers of how they work. I'm not saying I would make Jonas available in that kind of deal though. I think you can get Gafford for a lot less, but Jimmy. All right, man. Final questions, man. How do Pelicans make sure that they don't blow this game and they finish strong in the month of November for the second straight year, over 500? Larry, my dog, but you're right. We need to play through Jonas. Yeah, it's there, bro. They don't have a matchup. They don't have a matchup, and part of that is Zion related because they got to put unique individuals or even put big men on Zion like we see so often. So you got a baby on Jonas. So all the Pelicans got to do is just decide we're going to throw the entry pass into Jonas. And if they do that like they're doing tonight, this game going to be over by the end of the third quarter. So I agree. All right, man, look, appreciate y'all as always, man. I'm going to let y'all get back to what y'all doing. Everybody came up in the comments. Yo, love as always. Check out the show I just did about December. You can find it, where to find all the stuff for Boot Crew, but I just dropped the show yesterday. And yeah, man, agree with everything that y'all saying. I got to hear a word from DraftKings. Shout out to Lala, man. Y'all don't be showing Lala enough love in this chat. You know what I'm saying? She be putting all this together. She be in the comments, proofreading, kind of picking up what we lack off of all that shit. Shout out to Lala. But I holler at y'all. Be sure to pull up after the game. Propels Talk. I believe we are going live again. Hope to see y'all there, whether I am there or not.
In the NBA, the game can change in an instant, but no matter how the action unfolds, DraftKings Sportsbook has your back. This week, new customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets just for betting $5 on basketball. Win or lose, you get an instant dub. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code BOOT. New customers can get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on basketball. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code BOOT. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or older in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus bets expired 168 hours after issuance. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball.